Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this video again is being pre-recorded. This video is being recorded on December 19th, 2017. But you are seeing it on January 3rd, 2018. Wow, time warp. Okay, so anyway, in case you are wondering, the color that I am wearing in terms of lip scents is Fire and Ice. Woo! Because I am an independent lip scents distributor. My company is called Wesleyan's Beauty, after my grandmother, is where I got the name. I think it is a cool name. And if you want any information about my business or anything like that, I will have the link in the description. I will put some doodly bobs down below for you to click to go to my business channel where I have all of that information and all that stuff, in case you're wondering about any of that cool stuff. So you can contact me and ask me about my business and about how you can get a wonderful lip kit should you be interested in that kind of thing, or any of the makeup, because there's makeup. I'm wearing makeup. There's makeup. There's skincare, which is amazing. I'm breaking out because of the stress, but seriously, how am I going to fix that mess? The skincare. Although somebody sent me skincare that is not our skincare, but I'm going to compare the two different skincare lines to see which one is better and give you my honest opinion on it, and put the Synergent skincare to the test. I'm going to be doing that on my other YouTube channel for my business. Stay tuned. Anyway, back to this video, because this video is not about any of that stuff. That's stuff for the business channel. I'll link it all down below so we can all, if you're a girl or a guy that needs something for your girl, I got you covered over there. But you're not here for that. See, my New York's coming out. See, I start talking about business and stuff, the New York comes out. But you're not here for that. See, and with the hands, the New York is coming out. Let's get back to business. This video. This video is about a topic that's really personal to my heart, because it is something that a lot of people view as being political. I do not see it that way. I see it as a human being issue. This video may upset a lot of people. That is not my intention, all right? My intention is to share my perspective, but I welcome you to have a different perspective. All I ask is that if you believe something different, okay, I want you to respectfully explain why you believe something different, what it is that you believe, without just cussing at me or telling me that I'm stupid or something else. Like, let's have a conversation, because if we have a conversation, we can understand each other and we can talk about it, and we cannot just offend each other, because it's not about right or wrong. It's not about your side, my side. It's about people having conversations so they can understand each other, so they can find common ground, so we can all work together to make things better for each other. Because isn't the whole point for everybody to get along, for everybody to find common ground, for everybody to just live a good life, to just be happy, to coexist with each other? Because that's what I would love, is just for everybody to be able to be them and have a great life. Like, hey, wouldn't that be just great if we could just do that? So, the topic of the day. The misconception that if you are on government assistance, such as food stamps or Medicaid, you don't work, you're lazy, and you're just buying crap. So we're going to address these one by one. there are a lot of people that are on, that get food stamps who are hardworking people. They just don't earn enough money to be able to get things that they need, because their jobs simply don't pay them enough to be able to cover rent and whatever. So sometimes they need extra assistance. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that they're not working really hard. It just means they need extra help. And I don't think that shaming people or making people feel bad is the right way to go there. And just because some people abuse the system doesn't mean that everybody does. So the memes and the comments on Facebook about it are really, really unfair and make the people that are not abusing the system and genuinely need it feel terrible. And it really upsets me when I see it. And there are some people that are legitimately on my Facebook feed that have done this, that have really, really upset me about it. Because there have been times when my family has needed that. And I don't feel that we've deserved to be treated that way. And I'm going to flat out openly say that and be honest and transparent with you about that. And that hasn't been the case. There has always been people working and people trying really, really hard to not need that assistance. But unfortunately, there have been times when that has been needed. And the same exact thing with medical insurance. Sometimes you just can't afford medical insurance, and so you need that extra help. And making people feel bad that they need that help and that assistance is not going to help them. And to be honest with you, telling somebody that they can't purchase a certain kind of food just because they need assistance isn't going to make them feel good about themselves. It's going to make them feel bad about themselves. It's going to make them feel like they're unworthy, and they already feel that way anyway because of these memes and these comments and people looking at them sideways when they go to check out at the grocery store as it is. And people being very unkind and putting them in this category and making assumptions about their employment and different things. And it's really, really horrible. And I'm going to share an experience that happened in the hallway of our apartment building. Now, to give you context here, my boyfriend is gainfully employed and he has a very, very good position. He does not need to be on assistance. He has not needed to be on assistance the entire time I believe that he has worked at this job, right, that he has now. And he feels very fortunate to have the job that he has. And so he was called out in the hallway by a neighbor, and she was yelling all sorts of things with him, partially in Spanish, partially in English. And part of the things that she said in English was she accused him of being on government assistance, but she didn't put it that eloquently because she was trying to be offensive. And then she started saying things in Spanish slang that she assumed that he did not understand, but obviously she was incorrect and he did understand them. And she said just these nasty derogatory commentary towards him, and she was just being very, very rude and very disrespectful in the hallway, and she was just trying to be hurtful and very rude and very disgusting as a human being. And it was just very unnecessary, and it's because she's a very unhappy person. And that really bothered me. I mean, it bothered me that she would be rude and cruel to anyone, and it really upset me that she would be rude and cruel to him because he's such a nice individual anyway, right? So I was upset personally, and I was upset at the concept that anybody would do that to anybody. And I was just really upset because she decided to throw out this government assistance thing, which not only was she wrong about in this particular instance, but what if she hadn't been? What if he had needed that? why is that something to make someone feel bad or ashamed about? Why do we find this okay and acceptable? It really bothered me. And I know people who legitimately need it. And they don't need it because they're lazy, and they don't need it because they're horrible people, and they don't need it because they're not trying and they're not doing their part. They just need it because they're on hard times, and they're not going to need it forever, and that's what it's there for. And they're not abusing it, and they're not doing the wrong things with it. So why does it mean that other people get to treat them so horribly? And it's something that I feel is a real problem. And I feel like people who think that it should just be abolished or taken away because nobody uses it the right way and things, I think that's wrong as well. And I don't think it's a political issue 100%. You know, I don't think it's your side or my side, or I'm right or you're wrong, and these kind of childish things. I think it's a human being thing. Like, why are we trying to hurt other human beings by taking away their right to choose what they put into their bodies or not? Why are we trying to take away people's right to have help when they need it? Why are we trying to belittle people for needing help? Why are we trying to make people feel bad for being in a different circumstance than the one that we are so privileged to be in? Shouldn't we be happy that our lives are in such a place that we don't need that, and try to lift people up? So these are the kinds of things that I wanted to talk about in this video, and I hope that maybe this has given some insight to this situation, and maybe at least gets a conversation started. You do not have to agree with me. I just hope that if you disagree, you will explain why and be respectful in the comments below. That's all for today, and I will see you in my next video. And if you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, please feel free to contact me in the by any of the means listed in the description down below. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye until next time.